Hey there, I'm Chris Davies. This is, I guess, episode one of a video podcast that we haven't really named yet. I guess it's going to be, well, it's about Edmonton multifamily apartment buildings. Today is Wednesday, November 23rd, and it's early morning. I am on White Ave. We'll see if we can get a shot of the sign across the street there. I'm out here this morning. We're meeting the lender for a deal that's supposed to close in early December. They want to have a walk through the building that we just sold, which is right back that way. It's about 11 suites. And part of what we want to do in this podcast and in these videos is to take you around Edmonton. And multifamily buildings in Edmonton are an interesting mix of inventory. And attract an interesting mix of people. There are a couple places in Edmonton where you might save $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a door and promptly lose it when a bunch of bums come and rip your building apart. So White Ave is one of Edmonton's, I would say, A-class area. We're on the corner of White and 98th Street. We're just outside the core of White Ave, what I'd call the party district. And that puts us about 15 or 20 blocks from the university. If you're looking to buy a building in the White Ave area, there are a couple things to really think about. The first is that being close to the university is great, but there's a lot of people who finish their degrees and stick around here. There's a lot of shadow inventory. There are several condo buildings that have been built, and investors who have been pinched and are left renting them out thought they could flip it. And then there's also a reasonably large working class. If you head out White Ave to the east or take Calgary Trail south, you can find quite a lot of low and medium level employment. So the building that's beside us is generally working people in it as opposed to students. If you want students, you want to make sure that you're on a main transportation route. If you're here, you walk across the street and you jump on a bus, or you go to 99th Street and jump on a bus. But turnover is important to manage. And on the flip side, if you're trying to sell a building on White Ave, you have the advantage of a killer location. Some of the inventory is quite old, so you want to make sure that you get, make sure that you still have a copy of your Phase 1 environmental, a building inspection report, or just have a really good building summary ready for potential buyers. And the lender is going to want to see massive amounts of documentation too. The second extension, and this goes for any multifamily building you want to sell, is the financials have to be solid. You have to have a very clear picture of, especially for student-based areas, what the last 3 years worth of vacancy is, what the rent rolls are, when the last time you increased the rents are, and what market really is. There's nothing worse than getting a building tied up and pending and then have it fall apart. And we're seeing this lots in Edmonton right now. Banks are only financing at a 6.5% or 7% cap rate, and buyers are asking for 5 and 5.5%. On at least one deal we've been involved with, that means the buyer on a 10 to 15 unit building had to cough up an extra $400,000. So there's some tricks to managing the financing. But if you're from outside of Edmonton, White Ave, fantastic area. If you visit Edmonton, especially in the summer, one of the first places I'd suggest you take a walk around. Safe, clean, fun, funky shops, very cool place to visit. So I hope you guys are having a great day.